Hi everyone, we are going to present about automotive industry Proton. First of all, let me introduce our group members. My name is Christina Kyongjin with number matrix 103688. The next is Yuspisan Yat with number matrix 106757. Jacqueline Anak Jake with number matrix 107070. Ahmad Khairi bin Muhammad Yasin with number matrix 103124. The last is Dachayani Savintrian with number matrix 103753. This is our content outline. Number 1 is introduction. Number 2 is the overview of goods and services. Number 3 is market structure and government policies analysis. And the last one is conclusion.
My name is Eklina and I'm going to present my part, which is introduction.
First one is automotive industry. Automotive industry is a global sector that involved designs, develops, manufactures, and sells motor vehicles. It began in 1860, where all the assembly works are using human workers. Automotive industry also contributed to Malaysia GDP. It employs over 700,000 people. Second is Proton. Proton stands for Perusahaan Automobile Nasional. It was founded by Dr. Mahathir itself in 1983. Proton was the first and only national car before Pro 2 entered the market. Some of the famous Proton car models are Proton Saga, Proton X50, and Proton X70.
My name is Christina Kyongjin. I would like to present the overview of goods offered by Proton. Proton Saga is the first Malaysian car and a major milestone in the Malaysian automotive industry that was introduced on 9 July 1985. The name Saga is an acronym for safety, achievement, greatness, and ability. Proton Wira made its debut in United Kingdom in November 1993, where it was sold as Proton Persona. The Proton Wira was first exported to Australia in May 1995. The last Proton Wira were produced in June 2009. Proton Wajah is a saloon car manufactured by Malaysian automotive company Proton. It was launched on 8 May 2000 by fourth Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad. Proton Wajah has been exported to many countries such as Australia, United Kingdom, Indonesia, Iran, and Pakistan. Proton Azora became Malaysia's first locally developed multi-purpose vehicle upon its release on 15 April 2009. Proton Azora has been exported to Indonesia, Thailand, Brunei, Singapore, and Australia. Proton Azora has been the top 10 best-selling vehicles in Malaysia. Proton X70 was launched on 12 December 2018 at Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre as a C-segment SUV. Proton X70 has received generally favorable reviews from critics in its domestic market. Proton X70 has been exported to Brunei, Indonesia, Kenya, South Africa, Mozambique, and Pakistan.
Hi, my name is Dachayani Savindran. So I'm gonna talk about overview of services offered by Proton. So the first services is vehicle manufacturing. It's like produce sedans, hatchback, SUVs, and like Proton Saga, Persona, X50, and X70, and also customization options for trims, colors, and features. And the next services is vehicle sales and distribution, which is wide network of authorized dealers and showrooms. And also it will export to Thailand, Indonesia, Pakistan, UK, and more. And also online booking platforms for convenience. The third services is research and development. It is focused on fuel efficiency, safety, and smart technologies with green tech, which is EV and hybrid development, to access to advanced technology via dealing partnership. And the fourth service is after sales services. Over 150 service centers offering maintenance, repairs, engineering parts, and also its warranty 5 to 7 years and extended plans. And also it is 24 hours roadside assistance. And also the fifth services is financial services, which is like car loans via Proton financing, Also Proton Insurance Program, which is PRP with accident coverage, towing, and genuine parts. So the sixth service is training and development. Just like technical training for technicians, also like sales and customer service training for dealers, and lastly apprenticeship for engineers and specialists. And seventh service is export services, which is like custom models for export markets, and also partnership in Asia Pacific, Middle East, Europe, and Pakistan. So the eighth service is sustainable practices, which is like focus on energy efficient vehicles and recycling, and also like EV initiatives for green energy. And then the next service is digital and connected services. It will be like PhotoLink app for vehicle monitoring and service scheduling. It will be like infotainment with voice recognition, navigation, and also like smartphone integration. And the last service is brand events and engagement. It will be like loyalty programs and community roadshows, and also like motorsports participants to showcase performance.
My name is Ahmad Khairi bin Muhammad Yassin, and I am going to present market structure of Proton Holdings Berhad. Market structure. The automotive industry has a market structure of oligopoly. Oligopoly means a market consists of a small number of large companies that sell differentiated or identical products. For the next slide, reasons why the automotive industry is an oligopoly. Limited numbers of major players in the automotive industry, brand royalty, economies of scale, regulatory requirement, and high barrier of entry. Performance of Proton Holdings Berhad. In 2022, Proton Holdings Berhad sold a total of 141,432 units of car and have a 19.6% market share in the domestic market, while in 2023, the number of cars that had been sold is 154,611 units and have a 19.4% market share in the domestic market. This means that the total cars sold by Proton Holdings Berhad have increased from 141,432 units in 2022 to 154,611 units in 2023. This shows that the total cars sold had increased by 13,179 units or 9.3%. By having an increase of total sale, this shows that Proton Holdings Berhad is having a good performance in terms of business.
Next is price behavior. As you can see on the graph given, the price behavior of Proton started to increase for the first 5 years, and for the following years, it started to decline. For the increasing years, this is due to several factors such as market demand. Some of Proton car models have high market demand. The higher the market demand will lead Proton to increase their price. Next is economic factors. A good economic growth in Malaysia will also lead Proton to raise their car price. Third is cost of production. For example, raw materials. Due to increases in prices of raw materials, Proton will also have to raise their price to maintain their profit. Last one is government policies, such as import taxes. Imported materials such as steel and aluminium will be charged taxes. Due to that, Proton has to bear additional costs for manufacturers, which will lead them to raise their price. Despite increasing, Proton price behavior also started to decline for the next following year. This is due to several factors such as declining demand. Sudden change in consumers' preference will make the demand decrease and affect the demand for Proton. Due to that, Proton has to adjust or decrease their price to attract more buyers. Second is government subsidies. For instance, tax cuts are given to Proton for producing their cars. This will reduce Proton overall costs involved, which makes Proton also reduce their price. Next is increased competition. For example, Proton has intense competition with Forodua. If Forodua launch a new model in the market, Proton will also have to reduce their price to compete with Forodua. Last one is oversupply. Oversupply from Proton will result in a surplus where the supply is greater than the demand. This is because Proton overestimate the actual demand, which makes them lower their prices to clear their car stocks.
Based on Graph 2, the social cost for Proton also shows inconsistent patterns for those 10 years. The highest social cost for Proton was in 2017, which was 561,499,000 ringgit, and the smallest social cost was 114,398,000 ringgit in 2015. The difference amount between those 2 years is 447,101,000 ringgit. The social cost began with 231,671,000 ringgit in 2014 and declined to 114,398,000 ringgit for about 117,273,000 ringgit. In 2016, the social cost started increasing from 327,717,000 ringgit to 561,499,000 ringgit, around 233,782,000 ringgit. However, Proton's social cost started declining again from 275,157,000 ringgit in 2018 to 155,707,000 ringgit in 2019, around 119,457,000 ringgit. In 2020, the social cost was 385,346,000 ringgit, and in 2021 was 311,498,000 ringgit. The reduced amount is 73,848,000 ringgit. Lastly, Proton social cost in 2022 was 334,252,000 ringgit, and in 2023 was 221,314,000 ringgit, which declined to around 102,912,000 ringgit.
Hello, my name is Yus Husseinian and I'm gonna present government policies affecting the growth of proton automotive industry. Initially a highly protectionist strategy, high tariff import permits and vendor development program fueled proton early growth. However, this came at the cost of higher prices and limited competition. The 2006 nationally automotive policy market a shift toward liberalization. Removing tariff and import permits increased competition, forcing Proton to adapt and innovate. While challenging this liberalization, coupled with ongoing government support such as financial aid, strategic partnership, and niche market focus, shape Proton's ongoing journey. Proton's future success will depend on navigating this competitive landscape through innovation and strong brand building. To conclude, the proton automotive industry operates within an oligopolistic market characterized by few major players and high entry barrier, which limit consumer choices. Price fluctuation are driven by factors such as market demand, economics condition, production costs, and government policies. Initially supported by protectionist measures, Proton now face challenges from increased competition due to liberalization, while also gaining opportunities for innovation and global branding. To ensure future success, Proton must focus on adapting to this competition through innovation and strategic alliances to enhance its brand perception domestically and internationally. Thank you.